Hey everyone, welcome back to the English Leap podcast, your English podcast for real conversation practice and easy English in daily life.
Yes, the place where your future plans become your next great English lesson.
I'm Anna.
And I'm Jake. Great to have you with us today.
So Jake, if someone asked you right now, what's your biggest dream? Could you actually answer confidently in English?
Honestly, I'd probably freeze for a second, even though I know exactly what my dream is in my head. Something about saying it out loud in English feels different.
So relatable. And that's exactly today's topic. We're talking about how to talk about your dreams and goals in English. Big dreams, small goals, and everything in between.
This is such a meaningful, personal topic, and honestly, it comes up more than people expect. Job interviews, first dates, catching up with old friends, even casual small talk about the future.
True. And it's also a fantastic, natural way to practice future tense structures. Will, going to, hope to, all wrapped up in a topic that's genuinely exciting and personal to talk about.
Exactly. By the end of this episode, you'll be able to talk about your long-term dreams, your short-term goals, the obstacles you're facing, and you'll know how to ask other people about theirs too, warmly and naturally.
Quick favor before we start. If you're enjoying this podcast, please like this episode, subscribe, and share it with a friend learning English.
And comment below. Tell us one dream or goal you're working toward in English. We genuinely love reading your comments.
All right, let's get into it.
Okay, let's start with why talking about dreams and goals is such a valuable skill in English specifically.
Great question. First, it's a wonderfully universal topic. Everyone has dreams and goals, big or small, which makes it a natural, meaningful way to connect with almost anyone.
True. And second, saying your dreams out loud, even in a second language, often makes them feel more real and achievable. There's real psychological value in vocalizing your goals.
Third, this topic is honestly one of the best vehicles for practicing future tense grammar naturally. Will, going to, hope to, planning to, structures that are genuinely useful across countless other conversations too.
Great point. And fourth, this topic often comes up in high-stakes moments, job interviews, university applications, first dates, so being prepared here genuinely matters.
Beautifully summarized. Let's build our structure and vocabulary now.
Okay, let's build a simple, natural structure for sharing a dream or goal.
Step 1. Name the dream or goal clearly. One of my biggest dreams is to travel the world. My goal this year is to switch careers.
Step 2. Add a small detail about why it matters to you. I've always loved experiencing new cultures. It's something that's fascinated me since childhood. I feel like I'm ready for a new challenge.
Step 3, optional, mention where you currently are in that journey. I'm actually just starting to save up for it. I've already started taking some courses to prepare.
Let's build a full example. One of my biggest dreams is to open my own small cafe someday. I've always loved the idea of creating a cozy space for people to gather, and I've actually started saving up and researching locations.
Perfect. Warm, personal, and shows genuine progress. Exactly the tone we want for this topic.
Let's build another one. My goal this year is to get more comfortable speaking English in public. I used to avoid it completely, but I've been practicing a lot more lately, and honestly, I'm already feeling more confident.
Beautiful example too, listeners, showing how naturally this structure works for both big life dreams and smaller yearly goals.
Let's spend real time on grammar here, because this topic is genuinely one of the best ways to practice multiple future structures naturally.
Great idea. Let's start with hope to, perfect for dreams that feel a bit more uncertain or aspirational. I hope to visit Japan someday. I hope to finish my degree within the next 2 years.
Next, would like to. Similarly soft and aspirational, slightly more formal. I'd like to start my own business eventually. I'd like to learn a third language.
Next, planning to. Useful for goals with more concrete intention behind them. I'm planning to apply for that program next month. We are planning to move to a bigger city next year.
Next, going to, for firm, decided plans. I'm going to start my certification course in January. I'm going to save a specific amount each month toward this goal.
Next, will. Useful for spontaneous decisions or more general future predictions about your path. I think I'll eventually pursue something more creative. I'll probably end up working abroad at some point.
Great grammar toolkit, listeners, showing a real range from soft, uncertain dreams to firm, decided plans.
Let's also cover dream of plus the ing form, a lovely expressive structure specifically for big dreams. I dream of running my own restaurant someday. She's always dreamed of becoming a published author.
Beautiful structure, listeners, adding real emotional weight to a big aspirational dream.
Let's build a full example combining several. I've always dreamed of traveling more, and I hope to visit at least 5 new countries in the next few years. Right now, I'm planning to start with a trip to Portugal. I'm actually going to book the flights next month.
Beautiful, layered example, listeners, showing how naturally these structures combine to describe a dream at different stages of certainty.
Let's go through vocabulary for different categories of dreams and goals, since they come in so many forms.
Career goals. I want to advance into a leadership role. My goal is to switch industries. I'd love to become a specialist in this field. I'm working towards starting my own business.
Travel and lifestyle dreams. I dream of living abroad someday. I hope to travel more once I have the time and money. I'd love to experience a completely different culture.
Personal growth goals. I'm working on becoming more confident. My goal is to read more books this year. I hope to become more patient over time.
Relationship and family goals. I'd love to build a close-knit family someday. My goal is to strengthen my friendships this year. I hope to reconnect with some old friends.
Financial and material goals. I'm saving up to buy my first home. My goal is to become debt-free within 2 years. I'd love to achieve financial independence eventually.
Creative and passion projects. I dream of publishing a book someday. My goal is to finally learn to paint. I'd love to start a small creative side project.
Great range, listeners, covering career, travel, personal growth, relationships, finances, and creativity. Honestly, almost every area of life.
Let's build a full example combining a few. My biggest goal right now is career-related. I'm working toward a leadership role, but I also have a quieter, personal dream of learning to paint someday, just for myself.
Beautiful, natural example, listeners, showing how dreams and goals often exist across multiple areas of life at once.
Let's cover an important distinction, big long-term dreams versus smaller short-term goals, and how the language shifts slightly between them.
Great point. For long-term dreams, softer, more open language often feels natural since the timeline and path are less certain. Someday I'd love to. Eventually, my dream is to. In the long run, I hope to.
For short-term goals, more specific, structured language works well, since these are usually more immediate and actionable. By the end of this year, I plan to. This month, my goal is to. Within the next few weeks, I'm going to.
Great distinction, listeners, and notice how short-term language often includes a specific time frame, while long-term dream language stays more open and exploratory.
Let's also cover phrases for connecting short-term goals to a bigger, long-term dream, a really powerful way to show real direction and purpose. This is just one step toward my bigger goal of. I see this as part of a longer journey toward.
Beautiful, purposeful phrases, listeners, showing how small, achievable goals connect meaningfully to bigger life dreams.
Let's build a full example. Eventually, my dream is to run my own design studio. This year, though, my goal is just to build up a stronger portfolio. I see it as one step toward that bigger picture.
Beautiful layered example, listeners, showing exactly how long-term dreams and short-term goals work together naturally.
Let's cover the other side of this topic, talking about the obstacles and challenges standing between you and your dreams, since real goals rarely come without difficulty.
Great addition. Useful phrases. The biggest challenge right now is finding the time. Money's honestly the main obstacle at the moment. I struggle with self-doubt sometimes, if I'm being honest.
Great, honest phrases, listeners, showing real vulnerability without being overly negative about the goal itself.
Let's also cover phrases for describing how you're working to overcome these obstacles. I'm trying to set aside a little time each week, even if it's small. I'm slowly building up savings to make it possible. I'm working on quieting that self-doubt one step at a time.
Beautiful, resilient phrases, listeners, showing genuine effort and problem solving rather than just naming the difficulty.
Let's build a full example. Honestly, the biggest obstacle for me right now is time. Between work and family, it's hard to carve out space for this dream. But I'm trying to set aside even just 30 minutes a few times a week. Small steps, but it's something.
Beautiful, honest, hopeful example, listeners, showing real challenge alongside genuine ongoing effort.
Let's cover the other side of this topic, asking someone else about their dreams and reacting with genuine warmth and interest.
Great addition. Useful questions. What's a dream you've always had? Is there something you've always wanted to do but haven't yet? What are you working toward right now?
Great, open, warm questions, listeners, genuinely inviting someone to share something meaningful.
Let's also cover follow-up questions, showing real interest in someone's journey. What sparked that dream? What's the biggest step you've taken toward it so far? What's standing in the way right now?
Great questions, listeners, showing genuine curiosity rather than just polite small talk.
Let's also cover warm, encouraging reactions. That's such a beautiful dream. I really believe you can make that happen. That takes real courage to go after.
Beautiful, supportive reactions, listeners. Exactly the tone that makes someone feel genuinely encouraged sharing something personal.
Let's build a full example. What's a dream you've always had?
Honestly, I've always wanted to write a book someday.
That's such a beautiful dream. What sparked that for you?
I've always loved writing. Even as a kid, I just never made the time for it.
Well, I really believe you could make that happen if you wanted to.
Beautiful, warm, complete example, listeners, showing exactly the kind of genuine, encouraging conversation this topic can lead to.
Mistake 1, confusing will and going to for firm plans. I will start a business next year sounds a bit like a spontaneous decision, while I'm going to start a business next year better reflects a firm existing plan.
Mistake 2 being overly vague without any specific action or timeline, which can make a goal feel less real or achievable in conversation. Adding at least one concrete detail, I'm planning to start next month, makes the goal feel more grounded.
Mistake 3, dismissing your own dreams as unrealistic before even sharing them. It's probably silly, but remember, dreams don't need to be justified or minimized before being shared.
Mistake 4, comparing your goals or timeline to someone else's, which can create unnecessary pressure or discouragement. Your dreams and pace are valid on their own terms.
Mistake 5, forgetting to ask someone else about their dreams after sharing your own, making the conversation feel one-sided rather than a genuine, balanced exchange.
Beautifully covered, listeners. Small adjustments, much more genuine, grounded conversations about dreams and goals.
Quick cultural note before our example conversations, because openness about sharing big dreams does shift a bit across English-speaking cultures.
True. In the United States, openly sharing ambitious dreams, even very big ones, is generally culturally encouraged and often admired, tied to that classic American emphasis on ambition and self-made success.
In the UK, dreams are sometimes shared a bit more modestly, occasionally paired with self-deprecating humor, even for genuinely big aspirations.
In Australia, sharing dreams tends to be relaxed and casual, often balanced with a grounded, we'll see how it goes attitude, rather than intense, dramatic declarations.
And in many parts of India and South Asia, dreams and goals are often deeply connected to family, education, and community, with dreams sometimes shared collaboratively within close family circles, blending personal ambition with family hopes and support.
Great context, listeners, showing that while the value of dreaming big is universal, how openly and in what tone we share those dreams shifts across cultures and communities.
Beautifully summarized. Now let's cover a few useful idioms before our example conversations.
Let's cover idioms that come up naturally around dreams, goals, and ambition.
First, follow your dreams, a classic, encouraging phrase meaning to genuinely pursue what you truly want. I really admire people who follow their dreams.
Second, reach for the stars, meaning to aim very high, ambitiously. My parents always told me to reach for the stars.
Third, dream big, a simple, popular phrase encouraging ambitious thinking. I've always believed in dreaming big.
Fourth, the sky's the limit, meaning there's no real limit to what's possible. Once you set your mind to it, honestly, the sky's the limit.
Fifth, take the leap, meaning to make a bold, sometimes risky decision toward a goal. I finally decided to take the leap and quit my job to pursue this.
Sixth, chase your dreams, similar to follow your dreams, emphasizing active, determined pursuit. She spent the last few years chasing her dream of becoming a filmmaker.
Let's build an example combining a few. I've always believed in dreaming big, and honestly, my parents always told me the sky's the limit. Last year, I finally took the leap and started chasing my dream of opening a small business.
Perfect. Natural example, listeners. These idioms instantly add warmth and inspiration to conversations about dreams and goals.
Okay, first one, two friends catching up about their dreams over coffee.
So, what's a dream you've always had that you haven't gotten to yet?
Honestly, I've always dreamed of traveling to South America, especially Peru. I've just never made the time or saved enough.
That's such a beautiful dream. Is there anything you're doing to work toward it?
Actually, yes. I've started a small savings account specifically for it. I'm planning to go within the next 2 years.
That's amazing. I really believe you'll make it happen. What about Peru specifically draws you?
Honestly, Machu Picchu has fascinated me since I was a kid. It just feels like such a meaningful place to visit.
Great, warm, natural example, listeners, showing exactly the kind of genuine, encouraging conversation dreams can spark between friends.
Now let's do a second one, talking about career goals in a job interview.
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
That's a great question. My goal is to grow into a leadership role within this field. I'm really passionate about mentoring others as I develop my own skills further.
That's great to hear. What steps are you currently taking toward that?
I've been taking some leadership courses in the evenings, and I'm actively looking for opportunities to lead smaller projects to build that experience.
Impressive. It sounds like you have a clear direction.
Beautiful, confident, professional example, listeners, showing real ambition paired with concrete current action.
Let's do a third one, a parent and child talking about future dreams.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a scientist and discover something really important someday.
That's such a wonderful dream. What kind of things do you want to discover?
Maybe something about space, or maybe a cure for something. I haven't decided yet.
Well, whatever you choose, I really believe you can do it if you keep working hard and stay curious.
Thanks, Mom. I'm going to start reading more science books.
Beautiful, warm example, listeners, showing how naturally this topic works even in simple, joyful conversations with children.
Let's do one final example, a slightly deeper conversation between partners about a shared long-term dream.
I've been thinking a lot about our dream of eventually living by the coast.
Me too, honestly. Do you think it's something we could realistically plan toward?
I think so, if we start saving seriously and maybe look into remote work options over the next few years.
I love that. It feels good to finally have a real plan instead of just a vague dream.
Exactly. One step at a time, but I really think we can make it happen.
See, listeners? Notice how naturally this conversation moved from a shared, open dream into a more concrete, actionable plan. Exactly the kind of meaningful conversation this topic can lead to between close partners.
Quick FAQ before practice time from a listener named Yara. What if my dream keeps changing? Is it okay to not have one fixed dream?
Great, honest question, Yara. Completely okay and honestly very common. You could say, my dreams have shifted a lot over the years, and right now I'm just following what genuinely excites me. Evolving dreams are a completely normal, healthy part of life.
Next, from a listener named Ben, how do I talk about a dream I gave up on without sounding bitter or disappointed?
Thoughtful question, Ben. A balanced phrase works well. I used to dream of becoming a professional athlete, but life took me in a different direction, and honestly, I'm really happy with where I ended up. Honest without dwelling on regret.
Next, from a listener named Priya, is it okay to share a really big, ambitious dream, or will people think I'm unrealistic?
Great question, Priya. Sharing big dreams confidently, I know it's ambitious, but I'd love to eventually, generally reflects genuine self-belief, which most people respond to warmly rather than skepticism.
Last one, from a listener named Marcus. What if someone asks about my dreams and I honestly don't have a clear one right now?
Completely valid, Marcus. You could say, honestly, I'm still figuring that out, but I'm enjoying the process of exploring different possibilities right now. Genuine, reflective, and doesn't require having everything figured out.
Great questions today, everyone. Thanks for sending them in.
Quick shadowing exercise before practice time. We say a sentence, you repeat it out loud.
Sentence 1. One of my biggest dreams is to... Now you.
Sentence 2. I hope to visit Japan someday. Now you.
Sentence 3. My goal this year is to... Now you.
Sentence 4. The biggest challenge right now is... Now you.
Sentence 5. What's a dream you've always had? Now you.
Sentence 6. I really believe you can make that happen. Now you.
Great job, everyone. Let's also review our full glossary quickly. Sharing dreams. I dream of, I'd love to, someday I'd love to, eventually my dream is to...
Sharing goals. My goal this year is to, I'm planning to, I'm going to, by the end of this year I plan to...
Obstacles. The biggest challenge is, I struggle with, I'm working on overcoming.
Asking others, what's a dream you've always had? What sparked that dream? What's standing in the way right now?
Idioms. Follow your dreams. Dream big. The sky's the limit. Take the leap. Chase your dreams.
What a complete toolkit, listeners. Review this glossary whenever you want a quick refresher before sharing your own dreams and goals in English.
Let's give you one more useful resource. 15 different dreams and goals, each phrased naturally.
Number 1. I dream of eventually opening my own bakery. Baking has always been my happy place.
Number 2. My goal this year is to finally get certified in my field. I've been putting it off for too long.
Number 3. I'd love to become fluent in Spanish someday. I've always loved the language.
Number 4. My goal is to run a half marathon by the end of the year.
Number 5. I dream of living somewhere by the ocean eventually. The sound of waves just calms me.
Number 6. I'm planning to go back to school for a master's degree next year.
Number 7. I'd love to start my own podcast someday, just for fun at first.
Number 8. My goal is to become debt-free within the next 3 years.
Number 9. I dream of writing a novel. I've had the idea in my head for years.
Number 10. I'm working toward buying my first home within the next couple of years.
Number 11. I'd love to travel to every continent at least once in my lifetime.
Number 12, my goal is to become a better public speaker. It's always made me nervous.
Number 13, I dream of adopting a dog once I have a bit more stability in my life.
Number 14, I'm planning to start therapy soon, just to work on myself a bit more.
Number 15, my biggest dream is honestly just to build a genuinely happy, peaceful life, however that looks.
What a great, honest range, listeners. 15 completely different dreams and goals, but every single one used the exact same simple, warm structure and vocabulary from today's episode.
Exactly. And that's really the secret, listeners. Once you know the formula, you can share absolutely any dream, big or small, using these same natural, inspiring tools.
Quick bonus vocabulary section. A few phrasal verbs that come up naturally around dreams, goals, and ambition.
Great idea. First, work toward, meaning to put in ongoing effort aimed at a goal. I've been working toward this for a few years now.
Second, to set out to, meaning to begin with a clear intention or purpose. I set out to become financially independent by 30.
Third, hold on to, meaning to continue believing in or maintaining a dream despite difficulty. I've tried to hold on to this dream even during hard years.
Fourth, give up on, meaning to stop pursuing something, usually due to discouragement. I almost gave up on this dream a few times, honestly.
Fifth, map out, meaning to plan something carefully and in detail. I've started mapping out exactly how I'll get there.
Sixth, to come true, meaning for a dream to actually become reality. I honestly can't believe this dream is finally coming true. Let's build an example combining a few. I set out to build my own business years ago, and honestly, I almost gave up on it a few times. But I held on to the dream, mapped out a real plan, and now it's finally starting to come true.
Perfect, natural example, listeners. These phrasal verbs add real depth and emotional resonance to conversations about dreams and goals.
Let's cover an honest, important angle, talking about doubt and fear of failure, since these feelings are such a natural part of pursuing any real dream.
Great addition, connecting nicely to our confidence episode too. Useful phrases. Honestly, I sometimes wonder if I'm capable of this. There's a part of me that's scared of failing. I doubt myself more than I'd like to admit.
Great, honest, vulnerable phrases, listeners, showing that even genuine, deeply held dreams often come with real uncertainty.
Let's also cover phrases for working through that doubt in a healthy way. I try to remind myself that failure is just part of the process. I've learned to act despite the fear, not wait for it to disappear completely. Even if it doesn't go perfectly, I'll have learned something valuable.
Beautiful, resilient phrases, listeners, showing real emotional maturity around the uncertainty that comes with pursuing any meaningful goal.
Let's build a full example. Honestly, there's a part of me that's scared of failing at this, but I've learned that acting despite the fear matters more than waiting for the fear to disappear completely. Even if it doesn't go perfectly, I know I'll learn something valuable.
Beautiful, honest, inspiring example, listeners, showing real courage isn't the absence of doubt, it's moving forward alongside it.
Let's do one more role play. Old friends reconnecting after years apart, naturally comparing how their dreams have evolved.
It's been so long. Remember how you always wanted to become a doctor?
I do, actually. That dream shifted a lot over the years. I ended up going into nursing instead, and honestly, I don't regret it at all.
That's amazing. It sounds like it was still the right direction, just a different path.
Exactly. What about you? Did you ever end up pursuing that photography dream?
I actually did. It's just a side passion now rather than my main career, but I still shoot on weekends, and honestly, it keeps me really fulfilled.
That's wonderful. I love that you held on to it in some form.
Me too. Dreams change shape sometimes, but I think that's okay.
See, listeners, notice how naturally this reunion conversation explored evolving dreams with warmth and zero judgment, exactly the kind of meaningful, honest catch-up conversation this topic can create.
Beautifully demonstrated. And honestly, this kind of reflective, warm exchange is one of the most rewarding parts of reconnecting with old friends.
Let's do one more role play. This time, a supportive coaching conversation, helping someone clarify and move toward a goal.
So tell me, what's a dream you've been sitting on for a while?
Honestly, I've always wanted to start my own consulting business, but I keep putting it off.
What do you think is holding you back the most?
I think it's fear mostly. Fear of it not working out and losing the stability I have now.
That's a really honest answer. What would one small, low-risk step look like just to start testing the waters?
Maybe I could start by taking on one small client on the side without quitting my current job yet.
I love that idea. It lets you take the leap gradually rather than all at once.
That actually feels a lot more manageable. Thank you.
See, listeners, notice how this coaching conversation used thoughtful questions, similar to our Socratic advice-giving technique from an earlier episode, to help someone find their own clear, manageable next step.
Beautifully demonstrated. And honestly, this exact structure works wonderfully for any supportive conversation about a stalled or hesitant dream.
Let's squeeze in a few more listener questions before practice time.
From a listener named Elif, is it okay to have a dream that other people don't understand or support?
Absolutely, Elif. Completely okay. I know not everyone understands this dream, but it genuinely matters to me is a completely valid, honest thing to say. Your dream doesn't require everyone else's approval to be worth pursuing.
From a listener named Andres, how do I talk about a dream I'm pursuing later in life, like starting something new after 40 or 50?
Wonderful question, Andres, and such an inspiring topic. It's never too late to start something new, and honestly, I feel more ready for this now than I ever have, is a beautiful, empowering way to frame it.
Beautiful, encouraging phrasing. Great questions today, everyone. Thanks so much for sending them in.
Let's cover one more reflective, inspiring angle, talking about visualization, imagining your future self, and how that can shape the way you talk about your dreams.
Great addition. Useful phrases. When I picture my future self, I try to visualize where I want to be in 5 years. Sometimes I ask myself, what would my future self thank me for today?
Beautiful, reflective phrases, listeners, showing a really powerful common technique for connecting present actions to future dreams.
Let's also cover phrases for describing a vision for your life more broadly, rather than one specific goal. My overall vision is to live a life full of creativity and connection. I'm not entirely sure of the specific path, but I have a clear vision of the kind of life I want.
Great holistic phrases, listeners, showing that dreams don't always need to be one specific achievement. Sometimes they're a broader feeling or way of living you're working toward.
Let's build a full example. When I picture my future self, I imagine someone who's genuinely at peace, surrounded by people I love, doing work that feels meaningful. I'm not always sure of the exact path there, but that vision really guides my decisions.
Beautiful, inspiring, reflective example, listeners, showing real depth in how we can talk about our dreams beyond just concrete milestones.
Let's do one final role play. Siblings with very different dreams and paths, showing how naturally different dreams can be celebrated within the same family.
It's funny, we're so different. You've always dreamed of this stable corporate career, and I've always wanted this unpredictable creative life.
It really is funny. Honestly, though, I've always admired how brave you've been to chase something so uncertain.
That means a lot, honestly. I've always admired your discipline and how clear your goals have always been.
I guess we just both followed what genuinely felt right for us.
Exactly. And honestly, I think that's the whole point. There's no single right dream to have.
Completely agree. I'm really proud of both of us, honestly.
See, listeners, notice how warmly and respectfully this conversation held two completely different life paths without judgment or comparison, exactly the kind of healthy, open-minded tone we want when talking about dreams with people close to us.
Beautifully demonstrated, and honestly, such a lovely, genuine note to close today's deep dive into dreams and goals on.
Okay, listeners, let's practice. Speak your answers out loud, not just in your head.
First, share one long-term dream using I dream of or I'd love to.
Second, share one short-term goal using I'm planning to or my goal this year is to.
Third, describe one obstacle standing in your way and one small step you're taking to overcome it.
Fourth, ask an imaginary friend about their dreams using at least one warm follow-up question.
Fifth, try using one idiom from today's episode in a natural sentence.
Great job, everyone. Comment below with one dream or goal from today's practice. We'd genuinely love to hear it.
Quick recap. First, we learned the three-part structure for sharing a dream or goal. Name it, add meaning, mention current progress.
Second, we practiced key future grammar structures like hope to, would like to, planning to, going to, and will.
Third, we built vocabulary across career, travel, personal growth, relationships, finances, and creativity.
Fourth, we explored the difference between long-term dreams and short-term goals and how they connect.
Fifth, we learned how to honestly talk about obstacles alongside genuine ongoing effort.
Sixth, we practiced asking others about their dreams and reacting with real warmth and encouragement.
Seventh, we avoided common mistakes and explored cultural notes and useful idioms.
And finally, we practiced 4 full example conversations plus a bonus bank of 15 dreams and goals.
That's everything you need to talk about your dreams and goals honestly, confidently, and inspiringly in any English-speaking conversation.
All right, that's it for today's episode. Next time someone asks about your dreams, try using one of today's phrases, even just one.
If this episode helped you, please like it, subscribe to the podcast, and share it with someone learning English.
And comment below. Tell us one dream you're working toward. We genuinely believe in celebrating every single step of that journey with you.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us today. Keep practicing, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Take care, everyone, and remember, every big dream starts with one small, honest conversation. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone.